Hello everyone, welcome to Chinese Grammar Simplified. Recently, my friend Kennedy went out shopping with her Chinese friends. She got really confused when she heard them repeat the word 起来 throughout the day. She has learned in her beginner class that 起来 normally means to get up. However, her Chinese friends seem to use it after other words. To help Kennedy, today in the next 5 minutes, let's explore the top 5 ways we use 起来 as a verb complement. Let's start. As explained in my previous videos, a verb complement is a word that tags behind a verb to provide more information about the action expressed by the verb. Since 起来 itself means to get up, when used as a verb complement, its first meaning is to describe the upward motion of the verb before it. For example, 坐起来 means to sit up, 站起来 means to stand up, 举起来 means to raise up, 拿起来 means to pick up. While this usage is pretty straightforward to understand, building on it, we also often use 起来 to indicate the initiation of an action or the starting of an action. If you can imagine there is a dial for an action, we're basically turning that dial on or up. For example, 笑起来 means to start to smile or laugh. 唱起来 means to start to sing. So, if Kennedy says, 看到我穿这件衣服，她笑起来了. She's saying, seeing me wearing this piece of clothing, she started to laugh. It's important to know that, as an expression of starting to do something, 起来 is only used with spontaneous actions. It is not usually used with planned actions. For example, to say, what time do you start to work every day? We usually don't say, 你每天几点工作起来? Instead, we would say, 你每天几点开始工作? Following the same train of thought, we can also use 起来 after certain adjectives to describe the beginning of an increase in such adjectives. For example, 热起来 means getting increasingly hot. 高兴起来 means getting increasingly happy. Again, imagine turning on or up the dial for hot or happy here. Now, with some other action words, the meaning of 起来 drifts a bit further from the upward motion or turning on or up the dial uses. In these cases, it's very comparable to the English word up used after the verb. For example, 加起来 means to add up. 存起来 means to save up the money. 收起来 means to pick up and then put away. So, if Kennedy's friend says, 这些衣服加起来一共多少钱? 我不买了，我要把钱存起来。你把这些衣服收起来吧。She is saying, adding up all of these clothes, how much are they in total? I'm going to stop buying. I need to save up my money. You can pick up and put away these clothes. Now, let's look at another use of 起来 that requires a bit of brain gymnastics. Can you figure out what 记起来 means? While 记 by itself means to remember, using it together with 起来 is referring to conjuring up the memory. Therefore, 记起来 means to recall or to remember. So if Kennedy says, 我记起来了，我听过这个商店, she means, I remembered, I have heard of this store. Finally, a big twist comes when we see 起来 used after verbs that describe senses, such as 看, to look or to see, 听, to listen to, 摸, to touch, and 闻, to smell. Here 起来 is actually used to express an initial impression or judgment. So if Kennedy says, 这件衣服看起来太大了，那个商店听起来很有意思，这件衣服摸起来很舒服，这件衣服闻起来很香. She means, this piece of clothing seems too big. That store sounds very interesting. This piece of clothing feels very comfortable when touching it. This piece of clothing smells very good. As always, to help you practice, please take a look at the following English sentences and think about how you would say them in Chinese. You can find the answers on my website. If you have any questions about any Chinese grammar point that confuses you, please leave a comment below. For customized Chinese lessons, please reach me at TwinCitiesChineseTutor.us. Thank you for watching.